Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my movie review I've been dying to do since the movie came out nearly 40 years ago, way older than I am. And it's been around since the early 70s, from its storyboard book toward the movie from 1981 toward the mid-90s. It's from its movie sequel to 1995 toward 1999, and remake of Annie, and then rebooted it again in 2014. But today we're going to talk about the original Annie movie that started it all since the late 80s. Those of you already been alive and well enough to watch these classic 80s movies like I have a long time ago, that those of you already know basically the story a long time ago. Since they reuse the word tomorrow song many times in other movies, mind the mess. And don't want to get copyrighted playing the song. I don't want to get copyrighted playing the song. This does take place in like the 1900s. Since that Annie is an orphan kid who's adopted by a mean, bossy woman named Miss Hannigan, and who's played by none other than Carol Burnett, who's still around to this very day. And despite she doesn't like to take care of children, and she's kind of a drunk addict, and becomes Miss Bossy of the group. Being chaotic, and most likely she wants to become super rich and all that. And not to show too much of the movie, you have to see it all to yourself. My favorite part from Annie is most likely how she makes her escape from the daycare center. Gets chased by a cop is the coolest part ever, and helps out the poor dog, which he named Sandy. A group of bullies. And not to mention, this movie has tons of songs, which I will not put on during this video, because nowadays we don't want to get copyrighted with songs. Oh yeah, and Mr. Warbox is the old man that was to take care of Annie. And the lady, and so to take care of Annie, but Miss Hannigan refuses to give up Annie, but you'll find out later on in the movie she really does care for her. She treats her like dirt. In this original movie, she does end up in a pretty great matching place, and she enjoys it. And there's lots of royal serpents, Arabian Indian person named Marja, who servants Mr. Warbox, that he's kind of a generous old man that he lives in a perfectly great mansion, and has lots of maids, waiters, and other people to serve her. It's like the greatest part of the movie's history time, Not to mention this movie's 2 hours long. Sure, Mr. Warbox is kind of a busy man and he really doesn't want to do much with Annie, but he does have a caring, loving heart to her. And Miss Hannigan gets her own song about little girls everywhere. And we also get introduced by the legendary, awesome actor himself, Tim Curry, playing her brother, Rooster. Yes, that's his name. I'll make sure. And they'll have what they want is become rich. And to make sure this review doesn't take too long, and Rooster has a girlfriend that wants to have everything she wants. I've got much else to say about her. And all these girls are orphans, are gonna miss Annie, and Annie misses them too. So basically the main plot of this movie is finding Annie's real parents, offer them $5 million, $50 million. And the coolest part about the movie is them going to the theaters and seeing ladies dancing like they are in the 1950s, and watching an old movie that's also from the 1920s. Looks amazing, is it not? This movie does have some great emotional scenes in it. It's the reason why I love watching this. It's a few times as a kid. So not to give too much away, then you have to see the movie for yourself. Of that, it does have some regional moments. It does have, like, seeing people having all the energy inside them, dancing and singing is the coolest part. It has, like, a bit of action, comedy, most likely musical numbers. It had some, what's the word for it? Practical scenes of people being the way they are. Easily likable. It's pretty much the reason why I love this movie back then. But you do feel sorry for Annie, and she really wants to find her real family. What tragic bad story that they were burned in the fire, and she doesn't even know that. And later on in the movie, she encounters Miss Hagen's brother, Rooster, pretending to be Annie's parents. This movie does have some great emotional scenes in it. It makes me want to watch this movie all over again on how easily touching the scenes are. It's practically amazing. That little Annie enjoys having toys. These are amazing things she wants. While the other orphan kids have a great time in their lives. That they wish to have the same dreams as she has. To the movie's credit, it's a stupendous film that you would love to put on for your kids. And that classic song, Tomorrow, is a great song too. Now, you'll basically enjoy this film as much as I have. And just to watch it with Tim Curry being as awesome as he is, being the coolest character in the whole entire movie. So, to not give too much away, you have to see the movie all to yourself. This film is nearly 2 hours long. I'm not kidding, the movie's that long. It's practically one of my favorite childhood movies of all time, that she's adorably nice, she's kind-hearted, she loves her friends, her dog. It makes me want to love this movie even more to this very day. So I'll give it credit what credit it's due. You are gonna really, really enjoy this one, unlike the remake, which I'll get to another time. No, I don't mean the 2014 one. Sure, the movie's not always about her, but it does focus on some other characters that have screen time. And it's practically amazing that they came up as far as this movie's project. Not too many people want to talk about the original Annie that much, but it's still one of my most recent favorite movies from the 80s that ever existed. So you'll basically enjoy this movie as much as I have. It has a simple story that she does live with Daddy Warbucks. So he's kind of a busy man, but he does have a kind heart to her, like a daughter that he never has. So if you're a huge Annie fan, is pretty much the reason why I love this movie compared to hearing that remake of Tomorrow. When I heard it on Deadpool 2, the movie, you just know you're gonna love this one as much as I have. This has been my short review of Annie, 1981. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in my next movie review.